极为光，极为尘，极为夜。
天天总是看了这个时钟，还看着那一只小蚂蚁。空间空无边际，时间呢长无穷尽，人啊是那样的渺小，就如小蚂蚁，只要有愿力，它也可以爬越过西比山。
刹那为永恒。
In Thailand, Tzu-Chi gave out aid to those affected by the pandemic and economic recession.
物价上涨得很厉害，可是我们都没有减少，我们就有增加。
เราไม่นึกเลยว่าจะให้ทั้ง4 ถุงดีใจมากๆ
คุณบาท
ให้โชคดีนะคะ
นี่คือทางรอดของเขาอย่างน้อยๆเขาอยู่ได้1 เดือนเลยนะครับเนี่ย
ไม่ว่าจะเป็นแมสเป็นของใช้ในบ้านคือเราไม่ได้จ่ายตรงนี้ไปมันก็ช่วยประหยัดตรงนี้ไปได้
Tzu-Chi volunteers also handed out Dharma Master Zheng Yan's Jingsi aphorism stickers to local cab drivers to paste on their cars.
มีใจกว้างและเห็นอกเห็นใจสรรพสัตว์คือผู้มีความสุขที่สุดจริงครับ
Every cab driver also received a piggy bank to help collect donations of spare change for the needy.
50 สตางค์1 บาททั้งหมดไม่น้อยค่ะถ้าลูกค้าอยากจะกินใส่ใช่ไหมเรากินดีค่ะทั้งหมดร่วมทุนกันนะคะ
พอเราได้หยอกกระปุกปุ๊บมีผู้โดยสารอยู่ปุ๊บเราก็จะได้ไปสานต่อกับคนที่อาจจะลำบากกว่าเราช่วยๆกันต่อไปอย่างนี้ครับ
ขอบคุณมากนะคะ
In Turkey, Tzu-Chi held aid distributions as usual, despite the pandemic and inflation.
الأمر التطوعي هو مهم وشيء يجب استغلاله كل شخص بحياته الشخصية، واليوم أنا عندي قدرة إنه أتطوع وساعد الناس، الله أعلم إذا بكرة بحسن أساعد ولا لا.
For the sake of Syrian children's education, Tzu-Chi volunteers acquired land to build a school for them.
我们现在我们的新学校，新的مناهج学校，我们很高兴，提供老师和学生手感恩常人，请求自己人，谢谢你们的帮助。
Ve okulu bırakmaya zorunda kaldık. Ama Tzu-Chi Vakfı bizi buldu ve bizi hiç bırakmadı.
وأنا أشكر جمعية تسوجي لأنها ساهمت في شراء هذا المكان للمدرسة الجديدة.
أن نرى هذه الأشجار قد أينعت وأثمرت، وهذه ثمرات وغراس المناهج الحمد لله قد آتت أكلها.
Benim şu anda tıp fakültesini kazanmış bulunmam el menahil sayesindedir. El menahil olmasa ben çoktan yani okumayı bırakıp çalışıyor olabilecektim yani bir yerde çalışıyor olacaktım.
Çin Sangre وأشكر كل أعضاء الجمعية تسوجي الجمعية المكونة من 10 ملايين شخص لهلا بتابعون عليها وبشكل خاص للماستر إن شاء الله بعد تخرجي سوف أصبح دكتور ممتاز وسوف أفتح عيادة.
شورلين ديخو أنا اسمي لوجين الحمد لله طلع لي طب بشري بجامعة سكاريا. هذا الخبر المفرح رح أخبره لكل تايوان ولكل الجمعية والحمد لله هذا كله بفضلهم طبعا وبفضل الأساتذة اللي درسوني هون كله من فضلهم الحمد لله وحابة طبعا بس أتخرج جد كل هذا الجميل للجمعية وبتشكركم من كل قلبي جميعا.
In February 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine.
Так, находимся уже на рабочем месте.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home. Yes, a long way from home. True believer, a long way from home.
我希望每个人都不要知道战争是什么。
No meu coração.
Feeling deeply for those affected by the war, Tzu-Chi members gave what they could to help the refugees from Ukraine.
Todo meu coração enche-se assim.
然后救那些战争的孩子。投猪桶，1块钱也好，10块钱也好。
De todos cantos.
I don't want them to be starving.
Oremos e juntemos as mãos.
Save and peace.
بجمع بالمقبورة بجي بعطيكم المصاري لكم انتم بتساعدوا غيرنا وغيرنا عشان محتاج.
希望社會咧，亦都係接受我哋要翻去最緊嗰個水平啦。
我哋喺部分戶外嘅地方咧，劃出咗一啲分流區。
In Hong Kong, where zero-COVID policy was implemented, Tzu-Chi helped provide COVID rapid test kits and masks to local hospitals.
而家呢個啲貨咧係去嗰個前線嘅重點修正醫院嗰度嘅。
我哋個本草飲就送到去各間醫院啦。
個疫情翻嚟咧，我哋就唔能夠7月就會送俾佢哋嘅時間咧，咁我哋就用一個速遞服務送上去咯。
阿師伯擺啲嘢喺度啊，一齊拎啊！多謝大家啊！真係多謝你哋過嚟。
嗰啲300蚊就係我啊！
梗係咯，你咁有誠意過嚟攞，梗係俾你啦！你拎唔到啊！
我屋企都冇乜嘢食㗎啦，所以買啲嘢食補充下。
攞點解咧？300蚊超市。 嗱，算係咁啦嚇，唔好話我成日話冇啊。唔係你 WhatsApp 俾我，今日好開心。
但今日真係入到嚟見到你哋喺度，我開心到嗰種心情咧係難以形容㗎嚇。
未來的平安就在你我一念心，皆信虔誠，用愛積起防疫網。
In Australia, the east coast of the country endured 3 intense weather systems that led to record rains and flooding. In as short as a week's time, Queensland and New South Wales had received more than a year's worth of rainfall. The floods were one of Australia's worst disasters on record. Tzu-Chi volunteers quickly lent a helping hand.
Just turning up, doing what you do and supplying what you don't even know what the cash was. I'm not sure what that is.
From the bottom of my heart, again, Tzu-Chi, Gang.
I like helping Tzu-Chi. Great reward just to help people.
Aid distributions were also held to give out blankets and debit cards to those affected.
Be it the blanket
albeit the money. It's something practical that they can use to get on with rebuilding their lives.
We're very grateful for your compassion, for your kindness and for all of your hard work.
The smiles on all your faces, everything, it really helps us in dealing with the trauma that we've been through.
And now you've just given us vouchers to do with what we please, like food-wise, clothing and things like that. That's awesome.
In Madagascar, Tropical Storm Ana brought heavy rains that caused flooding and mudslides, killing dozens of people. According to the United Nations, due to severe drought, Madagascar could experience the world's first famine caused by climate change. To ease their hunger, the locals eat bark, mud, and cacti. Even shoe leather was used as food. Tzu-Chi worked with the local Lions Club to help over 1,200 families. In Poland, Tzu-Chi volunteers from 12 countries worked with 11 international organizations to help refugees from Ukraine.
I love you, Tzu-Chi. Thank you very much.
Я відразу щось таке відчула, що я щось не зрозуміла, не може такого бути. Але дуже приємно і дуже неочікувано.
Коли я всім розказувала, у нас будуть карти, мені ніхто не вірив. Сьогодні, маємо їх.
Сесі ні джинда Тайвань рен, ні банзу у Калан рен.
Дякуємо.
Дякуємо.
Те, що ми отримали фінансову допомогу, це дуже багато, але я найбільше отримала це та саме підтримка, як і казали, кожен по зернятку, кожен крапельку душі своєї передав нам, але підтримка всього світа – це дуже велике значення має.
我相信上人的爱已经传达到他们心里面，那我们大家对他们的爱与关怀，他们也感受到了。
Ми вдома як робимо вареники і завжди кажемо з любов'ю. І тут багато почула, що допомагають тільки з любов'ю. Не тому, що багаті, але тому, що просто у кожного є любов. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
To raise funds for Ukrainian refugees, Tzu-Chi held a concert in Warsaw.
Враження неймовірні враження, тому що це пісня про любов, вона про сім'ю, вона про допомогу, про те, що мир у всьому світі він може бути завдяки любові. Це неймовірно. Враження, по-перше, це те, що любов, сьогодні дуже багато говорилося про любов. Любов, вона не має кордонів. Вона не має кордонів релігії. І про добро, яке об'єднує всіх.
And then become 10,000.
Then 10,000, and then 20,000. Oh my God, how much is it? Our home?
He even asked me, how come Tzu-Chi will trust you so much? I was like, I don't know. How come they could trust people and willing to let people do things? That is amazing.
Z całego serca, całej społeczności, naszego zgromadzenia salezjańskiego tutaj na Pradze, z całego serca dziękuję.
Today, z dziećmi i z fundacją. Podzielić się troszeczkę radością, dziękując skromnym kwiatkiem i lizakiem dla dzieci.
这个是乌克兰文，就是说我们是一家人，实际太美丽了。这个就是我当场拿到这个，我非常的感动。
Anything, no problem. Small money enough. Even no money, just one like this is enough. Because when you wish this world to be better, this voice of love is me.
In Nepal, over 17% of people live under the poverty line. To help the needy, a local Buddhist Dharma master, Maitri, set up learning centers for the poor, held free clinics, and worked with Tzu-Chi to provide vocational training for women and dialysis treatment for kidney patients. In a village of Lumbini, Tzu-Chi volunteers came across Sharada, who is blind in both eyes. On top of that, her husband has a mental condition, and her son cannot walk due to epilepsy.
当我走进去，我再看到这个小孩子趴在地上，用嘴巴去找这个奶瓶的时候呢，他袂惊，他袂惊。在我们现在的这个社会，怎么还有这样子一个情况发生？所以我就把他抱起来，就把他这样子的喂奶哈。
यह विचार है कि मनो बढ़ियन हो जाए मनो सहयोग से केहू घर में होशियार हो जाए सब ऐसा है तब केहू होशियार हो जाए तो ठीक रहे
其实他家的背后就有看到学校，但是呢，他就是没有办法到那边去求学，都是因为没有钱啊。学费每个月只是等于台币140块哈，区区的140块都没有。讨论过后呢，就决定要帮这位6岁的小女儿志工也陪伴小孩子要去学校报名。那我们的志工就跟这位夏拉达女士说，我们的念珠上有我们正言上人的法照哈，一个盲人哈，只听到说有上人的法照，他就会把这个手拉到额头这边来顶礼。
This is Rajgir of Bihar, India, where the Buddha had lived and practiced spiritual cultivation most of his life. Here, Tzu-Chi volunteers came across a 9-year-old boy called Sandeep Kumar, whose belly was disproportionately distended.
他的肚子比较大，年龄比较小，所以他的生活当中呢是比较痛苦、比较困难。
Sandeep's family was poor and could not afford his treatment.
我们就想到一定要救命这个小男孩的生活。
Tzu-Chi volunteers quickly brought Sandeep to New Delhi for treatment, which is nearly 700 miles away from Rajgir. It turned out that Sandeep had a urinary disorder. After surgery, urine was gradually drained from his belly.
我们要把他肚子里的水通通倒出来哈，然后就是要做这个姿势哦，
那这样子呢，就尽可能把该排的都排出来之后肚子就扁平了
Sandeep's left kidney was removed.
在医院里面住8天，那8天我们每天，因为我们就是不是他的父母，所以我们是不准留那边，所以我们每天白天还有晚上都会去看他。那天是我们准备是那个出院，那看起来是他已经是好很多了。
With his distended belly gone, Sandeep was able to smile again. In Johannesburg, South Africa, a Tzu-Chi office was inaugurated.
Seawall to be built in Ekurhuleni. Ekurhuleni means a place of peace.
By 2022, Tzu-Chi had been serving in Africa for 30 years.
No one can enter in our areas. Even the government can't go through. Only Tzu-Chi comes, always in our memory. I won't forget.
In Africa alone, Tzu-Chi volunteers in 9 countries have worked together to provide aid to 13 countries.
唯有人心的调和，才是将来回头的希望。
That is wrong what we're doing. Now we are so sorry. We repent. We won't do it again.
From today I join.
E aprendemos muitas coisas. Estamos a tentar diminuir.
Push and work so hard for our master and do all the best and do for everything for Africa.
In Zimbabwe, droughts have robbed the locals of sufficient clean water.
Mvura yaita nenguva chino zvokuti pane chibhorani chakagadzirwa uko kusaidi kune chimwe chogadzirwa chakafa kare kare chibhorani chocho. Mombe zhinji chingoshambira imomo, imbwa zvese imomo, chingosukira mapureti zvese imomo.
Plazi taitoona kuti dambudziko racho ranga rakakurisa zvokuti taitozonotsvagira kure nemabhaketi tichitofamba kumarwizi ari kuroko nemadhemu ari kuroko. Apa madhemu acho ikoko futi aoma, hakusisina futi mvura yacho.
Tzu-Chi volunteers decided to build wells for villages without access to clean water.
每口井做好以后呢，绝对可以造福当地超过600户以上的人口。我们光去测水，我们就跑了3趟，每趟去就是要2、3天，希望能够打下去的时候有很好的水资源。
Since 2013, Tzu-Chi has built 82 and repaired 113 wells in Zimbabwe. In Mozambique, the school Tzu-Chi built for local children broke ground. Upon completion, it will accommodate over 10,000 students to become the largest secondary school in Mozambique. Since Cyclone Idai hit Mozambique in 2019, Tzu-Chi has helped build 4 permanent housing communities and 23 schools in the worst hit areas. Over the years, with Tzu-Chi's continued efforts, the people of Mozambique have seen hope again. In Myanmar, the people of a village northwest of Yangon share a common practice of saving up rice to help the needy. After Cyclone Nargis hit Myanmar in 2008, Tzu-Chi went to give out rice seeds to farmers.
대담하게 들고 있습니다. 보면 그 보면 제라고 예신주가 그리고 통하래 가지고 원래 변거 세나라비요 예다리는 대담하고.
Before cooking, the villagers will grab a handful of rice and put it in a jar to share with the poor. By 2021, over 83,000 families in 226 villages in Myanmar have saved up rice to help nearly 4,000 families in need. In Sri Lanka, the government declared the country bankrupt as its financial crisis worsened. To help families in need, Tzu-Chi gave out school supplies to young children.
සුජී පදනමෙන් කරන මේ මහඟු දායකත්වය ගොඩාක්ම වටිනවා මේ දවස්වල මිනිස්සුන්ට ගොඩාක්ම අපහසුතාවයෙන් ඉන්න අවස්ථාවක්. ඒ අවස්ථාවේ මේ කරන උදව්ව ගොඩාක්ම මේ ජනතාවට ඇත්තටම ලොකුම පිනක්. අපි ඇත්තටම මේ සතුටු වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මේ අර ගොඩක් ආර්ථික ප්‍රශ්න මැද්දේ මේ වගේ දෙයක් කරන එක ලොකු දෙයක් කියලා තමයි කරන්නේ කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම මේවට මේ උදව් කරන සියලුම දෙනාට ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා.
අනේ කියන්නේ අපේ හම්බන්තොට දිස්ත්‍රික්කයට ආපු ලොකුම
ඒක මේ ලංකාවේ මිනිසුන්ට බොහොම ප්‍රයෝජනවත් වෙනවා. ඊට අමතරව දැන් මේ අවස්ථාවේදී මේ වැඩසටහන කරන් යන අපිට
අද දවසේ පිළිබඳව මම දැනට සුචි ජාතික පාසලේ ගුරුවරියක් වශයෙන් වසර 10ක පමණ සේවයක් සිදු කරා. ඉතින් ඒ කාලය තුල මට මතකයි සුචි සංවිධානය කියලා කියන්නේ අපේ පාසල වෙනුවෙන් බොහෝ කාර්යයන් සිදු කරන
On this hour of need, it is really a privilege to have the humanitarian assistance of Tzu-Chi Buddhist Foundation.
එයාට ගොඩාක් ස්තුති කරන්න ඕනේ. එයා ඉඳ තමයි අපිට මේ මාටි දෙයක් ආරංචිලා හරි දුන්නේ. එයාට ගොඩාක් ස්තුතියි.
ගොඩාක් ස්තුති කරන්න තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ගොඩාක් පිං මේ ලැබිච්ච ආධාරයට
මේ ජාති පණ නිවන් දකින ජාති දක්කාවත් ඇත්තට මේ කුසල් නිම කරන්න බෑ. ඉතින් මට එච්චර පුළුවන් මට හිතට අමාරුයි.
In Cambodia, Tzu-Chi holds regular aid distributions for those who scavenge at a landfill to make a living.
និយាយតែពាក្យពីរោះចិត្តគិតតែកំណត់ល្អអនុវត្តតែអំពើល្អដើរតាមគន្លងធម៌ធ្វើជាជួយចឹងទៅវាបានដូចថាជួយដោះស្រាយការជីវភាពខ្លះៗចឹងណាបងប្អូនណា
The aid recipients were also inspired to give.
그리고 여러분들이 아까 기부하는 모습을 보고 조금은 놀랍고 그리고 너무 존경스럽습니다.
អុយក្រែនជាចិត្តជាខ្លាំងព្រោះឃើញស្ថានភាពសពថ្ងៃដែលដឹងថាគាត់មានសង្គ្រាមពិបាកក្នុងការភៀសខ្លួនពីការហូបចុកខាងអុយក្រែនប្រហែលជាថែការតិចតួចដែលបងជួយប្រហែលជាដល់ជួយដល់អ្នកខ្វះខាតជាងយើងនៅនឹងយើងខ្វះខាតប៉ុណ្ណឹងអ្នកខ្លះខ្វះខាតជាងយើងទៀតណាលោបានលោទៅជួយគេទៅដូចគេមកជួយខ្ញុំដែរដូចគ្នាទៅវិញទៅមកអញ្ចឹង别的地方有活动的时候我们带你一起去发挥你们大家一起គ្រួសារយើងអើយគ្រួសារតែមួយប្រាស្រ័យលើកស្ទួយដឹងគុណតបគុណគ្រួសារយើងអើយគ្រួសារ
Apart from helping the poor in Cambodia, Tzu-Chi also provided tuition aids to local school children. The aid recipients even followed Tzu-Chi volunteers to serve the physically challenged.
ស្វាយតែខ្ញុំបើសិនជាចិត្តសម្ដានចិត្តខ្ញុំមានបើសិនជាអង្គការជួយជីឆ្នើថាឲ្យជួយទៅជីម្លែកចែកលេខឯណាចិត្តខ្ញុំមិនអាចមានចិត្តមកជួយបាន
In the U.S., Hurricane Ian made landfall in Florida.
It's an American crisis. It's likely to rank among the worst of the nation's history.
Tzu-Chi quickly gave out debit cards to those affected.
Thank God for y'all to come in our life to give us hope to continue, keep going on.
I'll be using it to rent a place because mine is completely gone.
And she's sitting in my car. Her eyes have all welled up because she can't believe your kindness.
But some people don't believe me, so this is the proof that it's real.
We thank this organization. In one part, I kind of had a tear in my eye. I'm a kind of tough guy, but it kind of broke me down.
And it's just the love that was shown here today.
It is up to us and it is up to you to help our families and our community because they are in dire need.
Thank you, Tzu-Chi, for coming. Thank you for the gift you give of friendship, of teaching me what friendship is and what love is.
Your organization does an outstanding group, the people that you help, the lives that you touch, and to me volunteering comes from the heart.
Here it just touched our hearts so much, so we loved it. So we want to be more involved with you all.
We all have that one time where we wish we had somebody that helped us out. So why can't you be that for somebody else? That's the way I see it.
I've lost everything. You're just wonderful. Thank you.
In Singapore, Tzu-Chi spares no effort in nurturing the young.
双亲好事，口说好话，分享好的东西。
I know Singapore, not easy to walk in. Then Tzu-Chi come to help.
全人、全家、全程的陪伴。
Hello, everyone. How are you? I can't hear you.
Quite right. Good.
She's the first volunteer that I ever met and I can remember. It has been like so long since I meet her or I ever talk to her. Then I feel like very emotional.
不管他的钱是大还是小，都要很感恩。
Respect 他，尊敬他。
看到他们很诚实。They really bow down, so I'm very touched with that.
You want $1 saves money.
很多人钱都可以帮到人啊。
In Indonesia, Tzu-Chi held a large-scale free clinic on Batam Island, benefiting nearly 500 residents.
Tugas Tzu-Chi ini kita nggak mengeluarkan uang 1 rupiah pun. Tentu sebagai kepala daerah saya menyampaikan ribuan terima kasih atas kerja baksos ini.
In Palu, Tzu-Chi medical volunteers provided free cataract surgery for the locals. After Palu was hit by earthquakes in 2018, Tzu-Chi built 2,000 houses for quake survivors.
Saya yakin kehadiran perumahan cinta kasih ini akan membantu meningkatkan kesejahteraan masyarakat khususnya.
In 2022, a Tzu-Chi office was set up in Palu.
Tertimbun saya selama 17 jam. Begitu penderitaan dan saya banyak dibantu.
Rumah sakit kritis gitu, kena colon cancer usus gitu, kanker usus. Nah dari sana memang terbesit kalau misalnya udah ada kesempatan.
Also in 2022, a new Tzu-Chi school opened in Singkawang.
是
希望说在这里能落实实际的交易，那提升这边的交易水平，可以回馈在Singkawa。
mempunyai budi pekerti itu yang lebih penting lagi karena hanya dengan pengetahuan tanpa budi pekerti, tanpa cinta kasih, peduli, hormat kepada orang tua itu tidak ada gunanya.
To thank Dai TV Indonesia for its good work, the Indonesian president gave the TV station his encouragement.
Ya, ITV konsisten menghadirkan tayangan yang menyebarkan nilai kebaikan, nilai toleransi dan gotong royong. Terus hadirkan tayangan yang menjaga keharmonisan masyarakat dalam membangun bangsa dan negara.
In Taiwan, a strong earthquake rattled Taidong County.
好，你先不要动了。看到人了。来，好来。不要怕，没事没事。好，我看到那边了。
大量伤亡启动的时候，那个网路线、电话线什么都断。
其实我们自己也很害怕，可是当下也只能就是放下自己害怕的心理，然后再继续照顾病人。
Tzu-Chi members immediately mobilized to bring care to those affected from door to door.
心里安心，安尼好吧？哈，
谢谢你把它想说是慈济给你一个母钱，让你重新开始生活的一个基金。
不知道怎么办，可是
没关系啊，你不是一个人啊，我们不是来了吗？
No one wants to talk about that, the overconsumption of meat and dairy, how that impacts the environment from waste and from what comes from animal products.
I think it's a great opportunity to let them understand what is vegan and what it is to make choices in their life.
Our students are global students who eat food that impacts positively our environment.
We support Vegan Fridays. It introduces young folks to different types of food and offers some healthy options.
Yeah, because if there's people that don't eat meat, it's better for them. 吃菜才可以让身心健康，可以爱护地球，又变更人强。不要吃别人的肉。
为什么？
因为人家烫烫。我喜欢，是妈妈的巴肚开始吃素，吃到肉都长，伊胸骨也超袂大。吃素对身体好，会发头毛，身躯会胖胖的味。